Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to our English lesson. Today, we're going to again be looking at prefixes, and you're going to be applying it today to fill in the gaps in sentences. So, before we start, can you just tell your grown-up what a prefix is and what it does? That's right, a prefix is a grapheme string that's added to the start of a word. It changes the word's meaning. So now have a think about what the prefix un does. Brilliant, Year 1. I knew you'd remember. Un makes the word mean the opposite. So for example, un means untrue means not true. Okay, today's task that the robots would like you to do is to add one of these words to complete the sentence so it makes sense. So grown-ups, you may want to read the sentence to your child, or you may want your child to have a go at reading it. You're going to need whiteboards for this, and you can either do one sentence at a time or you could do all the sentences. You're going to need to pause the video now, because when it starts again, it's going to reveal the answers one sentence at a time. Okay, so your first sentence, I hope you've got this right. I'm sure you have. The robots are really keen to show you. The first sentence is, it is unhealthy to eat too much chocolate. Second sentence, it is unkind to call people's names. Now, I'm sure you know this next one. At Christmas, I unwrap my presents. And then your final sentence, I was very unhappy when my friend moved schools. So well done, Year 1. That's the end of the grammar section of our lesson. And now we're going to move on to the main part of the lesson. Okay, now we're going to be looking at a new poem. This poem is called Robot Contractions, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. But the first thing we're going to be looking at is identifying the polysyllabic words in this poem. So I'm going to read through it once, and then I'll move you on to the main task, and you'll have a chance to have a go at identifying polysyllabic words. So first, read through now. Robot contractions. I'm a robot inventor, old and bent. I'll bang this metal and make a dent. I'd like to rest, but it's nearly done. Here's my robot, what's a super one? We're his robots, tall and strong. We'll follow instructions all day long. We'd like to help you learn and play. If you'll have us, we're here to stay. So now's the task. Like yesterday, I want you to rewrite the poem together. Today, I just want 3 or 4 polysyllabic words. So that's words with 2 or more syllables. And then write these down on a piece of paper and cut it up. Or one piece of paper, write one on each piece of paper and arrange them on the floor. When I read them, when I read the poem again, hold up the word when you hear it. Okay, pause the video now. And when you're ready, start it again, and I'll read through highlighting those polysyllabic words. So, robot contractions. I'm a robot inventor, old and bent. I'll bang this metal and make a dent. I'd like to rest, but it's nearly done. Here's my robot, what a super one. And now we're on to the second stanza. We're his robots, tall and strong. We'll follow instructions all day long. We'd like to help you learn and play. And if you'll have us, we're here to stay. Brilliant, Year 1. Really, really good. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're on to your second task today. The poem that I wrote has been deliberately called Robot Contractions because contractions are words which are joined together by an apostrophe. Now the apostrophe looks like this. and it means that something is missing. So for example, I'm a robot inventor, old and bent. That's got a letter missing. Can you think what it might be? If you can, tell your grown-up now. Oh, well done you, and that's right. It should read, I am a robot inventor, old and bent. So what you're going to do with your grown-up is you're going to reread this poem together. You're going to write down all the words that have an apostrophe in. And then, and this is where your grown-up's going to be really helpful for you, try to work out what is missing from each of the words. So, for example, I'm becomes I am. So that's 2 words. And then reread the poem, putting the full words in together. You might want to write out the whole poem with these words put in. And then I want you to think about, does the poem on the screen at the moment sound better, or does the one that you've written out? And then finally, I want you to think about, and this is a challenge, so you don't have to do this, but I bet you will want to. Why do you think the apostrophes were used in the poem? Now, grown-ups, in a moment, if you pause the video now, when you start the video again, it will show the poem with all the contractions removed. And here you are. This is what the poem would have looked like if it hadn't used contractions. I am a robot inventor, old and bent. I will bang this metal and make a dent. I would like to rest, but it's nearly done. Here is my robot. What a super one. We are his robots, tall and strong. We will follow instructions all day long. We would like to help you learn and play. If you will have us, we are here to stay. Now it's up to you which one you think sounds better. There are reasons for both, and it's completely personal choice because that's the nature of poetry. But I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and there'll be another lesson along for you tomorrow.